How you doing? Huh? I hope you're having a great day. Let's see. What can I talk about today? I know what I want to talk about today. I was listening to this or watching a YouTube uh, creator, Steve Ditto. I'm sure I'm pronouncing his name wrong. I am going to put his link on the bottom. And one of the things he was talking about baby boomers. Baby boomers. I'm a baby boomer. That's right. So, of course, it caught my attention because he's talking about baby boomers and why more of us aren't blogging. And one of the things that he was looking at is that when he was researching it, such as I'm doing now, is that he saw there weren't a whole lot of people, over the age of, let's say, what did he call it? The further north? I don't know about further north, but yeah, older baby boomers that were not blogging. And if they did, he says it was about retirement, maybe a little bit about beauty, um, but not really a whole lot of different subject matters that compared to younger generations or millennials or uh, Jenners or whatever all these different names they have for all these different generations, um, who seem to attract a lot of the market. The fact is, there's a very large market of, or very large population of baby boomers who get on YouTube all the time. They're always looking for information. I know I do. You know that, Bliss? I do all the time. When I want to know how to put something together, when I'm curious about something. Um, Me and Big Dog were just looking the other night about patio designs. I look to find recipes. You know, um, YouTube offers a wide range of information for a wide range of people, but the fact is, us boomers don't seem to be on it. So when I started wanting to talk to you, Bliss, I thought there's a lot of different things I like to do. I like to go golfing. I haven't golfed in a while, but I love to golf. When I was in Cali, me and Big Dog were golfing almost every weekend. Go shooting. Mom came to Arizona, had to go start shooting. Loves to go shooting. Took a class at a community college out here because I love photography. But I knew that there weren't a whole lot of film labs out here. So I took a digital arts class. One of the things they had us do was create a, a website that I, in turn, created a blog, which was Big Dog on the Road, which had now have been changed to SoCal Gal and Big Dog. That's me and him. Because I wanted a way to be able to share our adventures because, our kids all over the country, so they can see what their folks were doing. And what I found, it was a really great outlet as far as a blog to be able to, because I like to write, to be able to be creative. And photography, I've always loved photography. So as I started getting more and more into this, and then when Bliss came along, I wanted to show Bliss who I was because, she lives far away. And I felt that this was one way she could hear some of our antics and what we're doing. And this was one way for her to get to know me and us. So, but what I'm finding, I have to do a little bit of research, how to make this work, how do you put it all together. I got the cameras, I'm still working the gear, just still trying to, do placements of cameras and so on. But one of the things I'm finding is that there are not a lot of baby boomers that are really out there that really cover a wide range of subject matters. Because when I was looking, just when I was just starting this, and I'm still a novice to all of this. What I found was like Steve was saying was beauty. Well, never been much of a makeup artist. I do what I need to do. And then there's clothing, fashion for, baby boomers. Well, I've never been much of a clothes horse, so that didn't work for me either. Then had retirement. Well, I'm working towards that, but I'm not retired yet. And some traveling, which I love to travel. I get that one. but there wasn't a whole lot of different subject matters. So where's this population that have done so many things? Like I said, just now, just having moved to Arizona, there's so many things that I found that I'm interested in, that I love to do, that I didn't start doing until I became an empty nester, got more involved with because I had more time. I was much more intrigued. There are a lot of other things I want to do. I told Big Dog I want to start painting, but I better not even do that yet. I got enough stuff that I'm already trying to do. So where are the baby boomers? I don't get it. Why are you not showing yourself up on YouTube? This truly is we have so much history that we can share. There's so much experience that we've gone through. Like stories about your families, stories about history, things that you've seen in the past. I grew up, I remember growing up in the 60s. I remember having grown up in Southern California. I lived through the Watts riots. I lived in that neighborhood while it was going on. I remember seeing, the National Guards in the street. I remember Chicano power riots, and they were going out and when Brown Power walking the streets. I remember the women walking the streets fighting for the rights. I saw a lot of that. I grew up. I didn't understand a lot of it. I was just a kid, but I know how I felt having seen a lot of that stuff. And then my dad, Bliss, he was a newsie, so he was a hardworking man. My dad, he still is, and he would come home from work. He'd sit down, put the TV on. It was either going to be Walter Cronkite or it was George Putnam, because we lived in SoCal. And he would be reading the Herald Examiner newspaper. So he was always curious. So the news was always background in my house. So I may not have understood a lot of stuff that was going on, but I heard it. I heard it every day in my household. So all those things and experiences and events that were going on at that time, we carry all that stuff with us. And I think it's important that we share that information out there to our young ones, because if we don't, the old saying is, if you do not learn from your history, you are going to repeat it. And sometimes some of the things I'm hearing now, it's kind of crazy. It's like, wait a minute, are we sure we want to be doing that? Because really, there was some other country doing stuff like that, and that didn't work out real well. So, to me, it's important that we share that information out there. But, okay, now I'm getting a little bit heavy here. I don't want to get too deep into that stuff. But part of it is, my question was, where are the baby boomers on YouTube? Come on out, show yourself, because this guy, Steve, that I was listening to, he brought up a lot of good points. Like, why aren't there more of us out there when we're using it? I use it almost every day. In fact, I remember my brother. He had taken an engine out when I was a young teenager. Well, maybe, because he was a young teenager, probably late teens, early 20s. He was taking an engine out of his car. The way he did it is that we had a movie camera. I don't know if he was using it's probably a movie camera. I don't think we had a VCR back then. Probably an 8mm camera. And what he did is he took a picture he videos himself, made a clip of it, all the steps that he was doing. Because he knew he wanted to be able to put everything back the way it was. That was genius to think that far ahead, to know that's what he wanted to do. Now what do we do? YouTube. How do I put an engine in a car? Boom. There it is. And you can get it from different angles, get it from different perspectives, get different people to do it. So much information is out there on YouTube. And I know us baby boomers are accessing that information all the time. But we're not showing up as creative people, as throwing stuff back out there to share our information, to share our knowledge, to share our arts. We're not throwing that stuff back out there. And you know what? And I really think the younger people really want to see it. They may not say they do, but I really think they do. Right, Bliss? You agree with me, right? Yeah, she agrees with me. Anyway, so I just thought that was kind of interesting, what this Steve was saying. as I continue to do more research in this whole genre thing. I want to share that with you. And if there's any baby boomers out there, let me know where you're at or what you'd be interested in, because I'd be curious too. You know, I'm not quite sure. Like I said, my whole goal here is when I create an intro to a whole channel here, is there's so many things I'm interested in: golfing, photography, travel, shooting, foodie, finding new places, checking out Arizona and all its different arts that it offers, and events and festivals, community activities. All those are all things that I'm very interested, in doing and learning more about Arizona as we're out here. Want to be able to travel, hopefully be able to do that real soon. But there's a lot that to learn and see that I still get excited about. And I know there's more baby boomers out there that get excited too. So share that information, share where you're at, and because I look forward to hearing from you. But I think that's it for now, Bliss. What do you think? You think that's it? Yeah, she thinks that's it for now. Anyway, let me know what you think. Again, dislike, subscribe, you know that stuff. And I'll see you soon. Until next time, ciao.